What is up, everybody? It is Furious Nation here. It is Monday night. Well, technically, it's August 18th on Tuesday of 2020. I am here right now for the Monday, August 17th, 2020 edition of Monday Night Raw. This is the Monday Night Raw review. And where do I begin with this show tonight, folks? Where do I begin with this show tonight? You know, do you even realize that there's even a SummerSlam pay-per-view on Sunday? Tonight was their go-home show. Now, be honest. Are you excited for SummerSlam? I'm not. Outside of Dominic Mysterio over Seth Rollins and Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre, I'm not excited at all for SummerSlam for this Sunday, man. I'm not. And Raw tonight. My God. Did we even get much wrestling on this show tonight? We got 30, 40 minutes of wrestling on this show? That's it? Come on. Not a good wrestling show. And Raw just gets worse every Monday. What did we get tonight? What did tonight accomplish? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We got Retribution, a failure. Few weeks in and it's a failure already. We got Raw Underground, another failure. We got the Iconics on our televisions. We got Natalya and Lana on our televisions. And to be honest with you, when Natalya fought Mickie James tonight on Monday Night Raw, I switched the channel to Guy Fieri and Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. That's how much I care about Natalya versus Mickie James, to be honest with all you guys. I don't know what to say. Like I said, where do I even begin with this show tonight? What was good show tonight? Outside of Dominic Mysterio and Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton. Nothing was good tonight outside of Dominic, Seth, Orton, and McIntyre. This show was so bad tonight, and this show just manages to get worse every Monday, and my God, I don't know how that's even possible. It's just, I don't know what to say. This Raw was so freaking awful tonight. It was so bad. And believe me, we are ripping into the show tonight. I am so ripping the show to shreds tonight. This show was so bad. I am not sugarcoating this Raw at all tonight. I'm not going to kiss ass on this Raw tonight. I'm not going to suck up. I'm going to call it like it is. And there was a lot of bad on this show tonight. Believe me. We're going to go over all of Raw tonight. Believe me. So get ready. Get ready, folks. We are so ripping the show to shreds tonight. Absolutely nothing happened tonight. Mustafa Ali, Ricochet, Cedric Alexander, they're buried. Absolutely buried. And someone saying, "Oh, Mustafa Ali losing in 90 seconds, that's not so bad." You find nothing wrong with that? You are the reason why the WWE main roster product as a whole is complete trash. You're the reason. And then after that, Ricochet losing in 60 seconds. In 60 seconds afterwards. Yes, 60 seconds after Mustafa Ali was pinned tonight. And one of the matches tonight was the 6-man elimination tag match tonight with Mustafa Ali, Cedric Alexander, and Ricochet with Apollo Crews versus the Hurt Business. That awful match. We're going to go over that. And like I said, this show is so getting ripped to shreds tonight. Believe me. And that is happening. So, folks, get ready. This is going to be a really, really good one. So you're not going to want to miss this. You're not going to want to miss this at all, man. So, yeah. Now, before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel with Furious Nation, the Furious Nation YouTube channel. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like button as well. Make sure to like the video. Also, also make sure to hit the bell for all notifications for the channel to get all notifications from the channel when I upload videos and stuff and whatnot and all. Don't forget to also follow me on Twitter at FioreNick579 on my Twitter. Also follow me on Facebook at Nicholas Fiore 2014 on my Instagram. Don't forget to also add me. You can also add me as a friend on Facebook. I'm also on Facebook as well. And those are the social media platforms that you can follow me on. Also, before we get started, next Monday, a Monday night next week, I am going to be starting college online classes. I have one class on Monday night next week from 6 to 8 on Mondays and Wednesdays. And that's right before Raw and NXT every week on Monday and Wednesday. So just let you guys know with that, with Monday next week, and that's next week. So yes, a Monday night online college class starting next Monday night online, 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock every Monday and Wednesday night before Raw and NXT every week, starting this Monday night. I mean next Monday night. Sorry, my bad. So that is that. Let's get started on the Raw review. I knew this show was going to be horrible tonight. I so knew that the show was going to be so bad tonight. And that's the thing with Raw. You know, every week we expect it to be garbage, and so this is nothing new. Absolutely nothing new at all. Plus, like I said, do you even realize there's SummerSlam on Sunday? Do you even realize there's SummerSlam on Sunday? You know, the real SummerSlam is going to be this Saturday night, NXT TakeOver 30, which I am looking forward to much more so than SummerSlam. There's matches on the TakeOver card that are much better than the SummerSlam card outside of Orton, McIntyre, and Rollins, and Dominic Mysterio. But TakeOver 30 for preview predictions and the review, that will be on the channel this week, so look out for that. Looking forward to TakeOver as well. Every TakeOver is pretty darn good, so looking forward to TakeOver much more so than SummerSlam. And yeah, like I said, nothing was accomplished on the show tonight. Just fail after fail after fail. Just, it's like not even, there was zero SummerSlam build on the show tonight. It's like if Raw didn't even try tonight. It's like they just phoned it in. That's how bad it was. That's how freaking bad it was. That's how bad it was. Also in the live chat, Adam, what's up, brother? Also, big fight feel. Joseph Conlon, what's up, bro? Nice to see you join live in the chat for this live Raw review. Hey Nick, Raw was atrocious tonight, and this is not a good look going into SummerSlam. Anyway, just wanted to say hi. Have to get some sleep. I totally agree with you, man. It's like I said, it's like if Raw didn't even try tonight. It's like if they just phoned it in. Nothing was good on the show tonight. It was so bad. It was so bad. Adam, Daddy, this show is a complete disaster. That was the worst Raw of 2020. The real SummerSlam is also on September 5th with AEW All Out. Raw Underground and Retribution are failures. Could not agree more with you, Adam. This show was a complete dumpster fire, and we are so ripping this show to shreds tonight, believe me. So get ready. This is going to be a really, really good one, folks. So get ready. Get your straps wrapped on. It's going to be real, real good. It's going to be real, real good. So the show starts off with an in-ring segment with Drew McIntyre come to the ring and cut an in-ring promo on Randy Orton. So So McIntyre comes out. He says that he condemns Orton's actions from last week when he punted Ric Flair in the head at the end of Raw about a week ago. At the end of Raw, when Orton punted Ric Flair right in the head with the punt kick. He said that Orton's heinous actions last week against Ric Flair were despicable. Now, while McIntyre was cutting the promo itself was really good. McIntyre was cutting a really good promo. You know, McIntyre is one of the best promo guys on the roster, outside of like Samoa Joe, which he is the best promo on the main roster, and I don't care what anyone says about that. But McIntyre's promo was pretty good up until Retribution came to the back to the production truck, broke inside, and beat the crap out of the production guys inside the production truck with baseball bats and whatnot and all that crap. This Retribution stuff, I'm not a fan of. It's like, what, 2-3 weeks into this? And it's already a fail. It's already a failure. And there's going to be some people, oh, give this a chance. This could be good. Dude, 2-3 weeks in, it's already a failure, dude. And what's going to happen when the members are revealed, when they unmask? We're all going to be disappointed. As always with this show with Monday Night Raw. So, with Retribution, I'm not expecting any good with this whatsoever. It's a fail. And you're not going to convince me otherwise. Retribution's a fail, and Raw Underground's a fail as well. So then they come back from the commercial break. Then McIntyre is backstage. He's backstage with all the catering guys on Raw. Ricochet, Mustafa Ali, Cedric Alexander, the War Raiders, Humberto Carrillo, Titus O'Neil, Riddick Moss as well. And so McIntyre is talking with them backstage. Then all of a sudden, Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy approach Drew McIntyre. And Seth Rollins says that just because McIntyre is the WWE champion, it doesn't make a leader for years. But however, no one respects him. Murphy also steps in McIntyre's face. And then afterwards, Rollins and Murphy just walk away from McIntyre, and that's the end of the segment. I love Drew McIntyre, don't get me wrong. He is a good babyface. He's a good heel, but he's a better babyface. But man, oh man, his title reign, it's been mediocre at best. It's not his fault. It really isn't. They just haven't given him enough good guys to work with, like Dolph Ziggler. Really? Seth Rollins, at the time, Money in the Bank, he wasn't even ready. Was a good match with Rollins and McIntyre at Money in the Bank, but could have been someone better at the time, man. Orton should have been with. It should have been Orton and McIntyre for the WWE title at Money in the Bank, to be honest. Not McIntyre and Rollins at Money in the Bank. As good as a match that was, it could have been a whole lot different, a whole lot better, in my honest opinion. Let me know what you guys think on that down in the chat and all. But Drew McIntyre is WWE champion, mediocre at best. You know, and it's not the guy's fault. Raw Creative is to blame for his terrible title reign. I wouldn't say it's awful, but it is bad. It's really bad. Not extremely bad, but it is bad. You know, McIntyre and Orton at SummerSlam should be good, and I'm liking their build, to be honest. But man, oh man, has McIntyre's reign been mediocre at best. And like I said, not the guy's fault. And hopefully McIntyre beats Orton and retains on Sunday. You know, a win over Orton at SummerSlam would be huge for Drew McIntyre. Not only would it be huge for him, but it would officially be him making a name for himself. And it would be a star officially made, in my opinion, if he would beat Orton. You know, in beating Orton, that's gonna put a lot of steam behind Drew McIntyre. McIntyre should hold the WWE title from WrestleMania 36 up until Mania next year, where he loses it to Aleister Black. I know a lot of people have been saying that, and I'm with them on that. I think that'd be great, in my opinion. But I know Aleister Black, we haven't seen him since, but hopefully they do McIntyre and Black for the WWE title at WrestleMania 37 next year, wherever they hold that. And hopefully they hold it in Los Angeles next year. I know with this pandemic, it's kind of like, they don't know what's going to happen. Like we don't know what's going to happen with WrestleMania next year. Like were they even going to hold it? If it's even going to be in Los Angeles next year, with this pandemic and all, but let's see what happens. But hopefully, like I said, we get McIntyre and Aleister Black for the WWE Championship next year at WrestleMania 37 in 2021. Let's see here. The next segment, it's another in-ring segment. The Hurt Business comes out, MVP Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin. So that's two segments in a row. No wrestling yet on this show. Inexcusable. You have a 3-hour show and you can't even fit much wrestling on this show. Dude, I can write this show better than the people who actually work for this company currently. That's how atrocious Monday Night Raw creative really is. So MVP calls out Retribution. MVP says that they have to be connected to Apollo. Apollo Crews then walks out and says he knew MVP would make excuses. Crews also says if he beats Shelton tonight, Lashley and Benjamin are banned from ringside with MVP versus Apollo Crews for the U.S. title this Sunday at SummerSlam. And then he said that, and then Crews said that Lashley and Benjamin would have to stay at catering during his match with MVP at SummerSlam. And then MVP accepts. And then afterwards, Apollo Crews brawls with the Hurt Business. Now, before this, MVP was saying that Apollo Crews must have something to do with Retribution. And then when Crews came out, he said that was a low blow, what MVP said to him. And then there was one point in the promo where MVP said that Apollo Crews fears him. Hey, MVP, you know what I fear? Monday Night Raw and their terrible, terrible creative. That's what's fearful. What else is fearful? Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard running Monday Night Raw. That's another thing that's fearful, MVP. I don't know what you're thinking with Apollo Crews fears you, MVP. Monday Night Raw is fearful every Monday night. And just look at the ratings, and they just continue to go down, 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 down. And I expect the Raw rating to go low again tomorrow. So won't be surprised with that tomorrow whatsoever either. So then afterwards, after that segment, we get the match with Apollo Crews versus Shelton Benjamin one-on-one. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Apollo Crews versus Shelton Benjamin. Didn't we see this a week ago? So this is like the second week in a row we're seeing this again. Man, talk about rinse and repeat on this show. Nothing is fresh on this show. We saw Shelton Benjamin and Apollo Crews a week ago. Shelton Benjamin won clean last week with the help from the Hurt Business. Now, what do you think happened here? Do you think Shelton wins again? Or do you think Apollo Crews won and it was 50-50 booking at its finest? If you guessed the latter, you are correct. Apollo Crews beat Shelton Benjamin this week tonight on Raw after Shelton beat Apollo last week. Again, 50-50 booking rears its ugly head. Who cares? Like, nothing's fresh on this show. Why do we need to see Apollo Crews for Shelton Benjamin again on this show? I don't understand it. I want to see one shill defend this. I want to see one corporate shill defend this. I didn't even pay any attention to this. That's how much I cared. That's how much I cared for this. Nothing but rinse and repeat on this goddamn frickin' show. Unbelievable. So the match started during the break. Benjamin whips Crews into the corner with power. Then Apollo Crews stuns Shelton Benjamin with a spine buster, gets a near fall. And then Shelton Benjamin hits Crews with a DDT in the ring. Then all of a sudden, R-Truth runs in the ring. Now, during this match and with the previous segment, Shelton Benjamin was holding the 24/7 garbage title. So then during Benjamin versus Cruz again this week, yet again, R-Truth comes out. He gets chased by Akira Tozawa and his ninjas. That another horrible thing on Raw. Another thing I can't stand on Raw is Akira Tozawa and the ninjas. Akira Tozawa was really good in the Cruiserweight Classic and in NXT. On Raw, he's treated like a joke, and it's terrible the way he's being treated on Raw. It's disgusting. So Truth is being chased by Tozawa and the ninjas, and then Shelton Benjamin like an idiot. They made Shelton look like a complete idiot in this thing. Shelton gets distracted by Truth and the ninjas. Like, you're distracted by Truth and the ninjas. Why are you paying your attention to them more so than the match with Apollo Crews? It's like, why? Like, they made Shelton into the biggest idiot right there with that. No, so Shelton's distracted. Crews gets a bridge pin on Shelton Benjamin, pins him 1, 2, 3, and Apollo Crews will face MVP still for the U.S. title this Sunday at SummerSlam, but Lashley and Benjamin are barred from ringside. I didn't care for Crews versus Shelton at all tonight. I didn't care. I didn't care whatsoever, man. Again, saw the match a week ago. Why would I care to see it again this week when we seen it already last week? Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat generic formulaic garbage on this show. Then after the match, Lashley and MVP and Benjamin, they beat down Crews after the match. They beat him down. And then Mustafa Ali, Cedric Alexander, and Ricochet then make the save. They hit the ring and save Apollo Crews from this beatdown. And then R-Truth makes his way back to the ring. Then Benjamin boots him right in the face with a big boot. And takes the 24/7 title. And sorry, mentioned before this segment in the impromptu match, R-Truth was 24/7 champion. So correction there. My bad. So correction there. So Benjamin boots Truth right in the face and takes the 24/7 title away from him. He beats Truth for the 24/7 title. And then afterwards, MVP comes out. Well, I shouldn't say that. MVP then has the mic and says that he won't be disrespected by fools like Apollo Crews. And then MVP in the Hurt Business then challenge Apollo Crews, Ricochet, and Mustafa Ali. The Hurt Business challenges them to a 6-man tag elimination match later on in the night. And then Crews, Ali, and Ricochet accept, and that was the end of the segment. Wow. Didn't see that. That's exciting there. Not. Again, I don't care. And, like, a few weeks ago we saw Mustafa Ali and, like, Cedric Alexander, Ricochet, with Apollo Crews versus the Hurt Business, the same 6-man tag a few weeks ago. Again, rinse and repeat on this show. Another rinse and repeat on the show. The rinse and repeat on the show is just ridiculous. It's like Raw just can't help themselves. Vince, Raw, Bruce Pritchard, Kevin Dunn, they can't help themselves with this. It's please do something new, but I know they won't. They won't. They'll continue to rinse and repeat, and it's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, man. Next segment, we got Ivar and Angel Garza backstage. Angel Garza is with this girl, I think Danny or someone. Angel Garza was with this young girl backstage, and Angel Garza is flirting with her, and then Ivar comes out. He has his turkey leg with him as usual lately on Raw. They have their backstage segment, and then it leads to an impromptu match with Ivar and Angel Garza. I will say, Angel Garza, he deserves better on this show, but I do like him a lot. He does remind me, he's not better than Eddie Guerrero, but he's close enough to Eddie Guerrero. And I remember him in NXT when he won the NXT Cruiserweight title in his match with Lio Rush in December when he won the Cruiserweight title in NXT about months ago last year in December. Man, Angel Garza has all the tools, but he deserves better on this show. And I think he can be something as like a next Eddie Guerrero if booked right. So I'm a fan of Angel Garza and what he brings to the table, but he could be used a lot better on Monday Night Raw, man. But I don't know what they're doing with Angel Garza, if they're going to turn him face, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. So the impromptu match, Ivar versus Angel Garza. And by the way, none of those two got entrance with their impromptu match, so I don't like that at all, especially with the War Raiders. And no, I'm not calling them the Viking Raiders. I'm not calling them Viking Raiders at all, just to let you know. I'm calling them the War Raiders. I refuse to call them the Viking Raiders, so that's when they called them the Viking Raiders and the Viking Experience, when they called them up to Raw with the 2019 April shakeup. When they did that last year, man, did that piss me and everyone off. It was so bad. It's like Triple H creates, Vince kills. Those are the facts. So, impromptu match, Ivar one-on-one with Angel Garza. So, Ivar with Eric versus Angel Garza with Andrade and Zelina Vega. So, Ivar tries a spin kick on Angel Garza, but Garza counters it into a facebuster inside the ring. Then backstage, Angelo Dawkins is chatting with the young girl, and then Vega steps in front of Garza, and when Ivar is about to hit him with the running through the rope suicide dive, he didn't hit it, but Vega stepped in to stop it. And then the end of the match, Garza wins clean against Ivar with some drop kick, like jumping, like double drop kick, like he just jumped and gave him two boots to the face with a jumping drop kick, and he pins Ivar for the 1, 2, 3. Like, shame on me. Oh no. Oh man. War Raiders, sorry. My bad. Viking Raiders, the slave name. They're always going to be War Raiders to me. So, anyways. So, Angel Garza wins clean over Ivar. The War Raiders are dead on Monday Night Raw. Get them off of Raw. They're going absolutely nowhere on Raw. Ivar losing clean here is all you need to know with that. So then Dawkins appears on the screen with the young girl and threatens to expose Garza with the video, because a few weeks ago Montez Ford was poisoned, quote unquote. So that was a few weeks ago. On commentary, on commentary, Samoa Joe then notes that WWE instituted a strike surveillance policy, and he got his hands on some footage that he shared with Angelo Dawkins. Joe also says that it's amazing what people do when they think no one is watching. Then backstage, Angelo Dawkins showed footage of Vega poisoning Montez Ford. Then Ford appears, and they attack Garza and Andrade. And that was that. Now we'll get into Montez Ford in a bit, because on the show, Montez Ford appeared. It looked like he was dancing. Looked like nothing happened to him. Big logic hole, as always with Monday Night Raw, but that's later on with this video. We're gonna go over that and all. Believe me, we're not missing that out. So, yep. So like another big logic gap, as always with Monday Night Raw. It insults the viewer's intelligence. It's that bad. Next up, Mickie James versus Natalya with Lana. Who cares? Who cares? Did I watch this match? If I told you I watched this match, I'd be lying to you. You know what I did when this match went on? When this match went on, I picked up the remote control. Right over here. I changed the channel. I changed the channel to the Food Network and Guy Fieri and Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, and it was the Knockout Burger. Diners, Drivers and Dives Triple D episode. And it's on Twitter as well. I posted on Twitter. It was showing like awesome cheeseburgers with onion rings. Man, I can go for a burger any day of the week. Oh, man. Not only take me to Flavor Town, but it's like, knockout burger. You get bacon cheeseburger. You get pickles, green bell peppers, hot sauce, pickles, some fries on the burger. Sign me up. Sign me up. I'll have anything on a burger. And I make good burgers too, by the way. So another fun fact right there. So, and I had to change the channel to my guy, to my boy, my man, Guy Fieri. I just had to do that. And Guy Fieri, much better than Natalya and Lana. Mickie James versus Natalya. First Natalya pushed Mickie James, and Mickie tackles her and unloads on her. And Mickie tries the Mickie DDT finisher that Mickie James does. But, however, Natty reversed it into the Natty by Nature discus clothesline. And then during this match, Rollins and Murphy come out. They come out to the ring and they have this confrontation with Samoa Joe at the announcer's table. Rollins says that he demands Joe to tell him how he knows Rey Mysterio is going to be here tonight. That was one of the things advertised for the show tonight, with Rey Mysterio coming out tonight on Raw. Then back in the ring. Now, when all this was going on, back in the ring, Lana then distracts Mickie and allows Natty to get the win off Mickie James, but via countout. You do realize Mickie James is back with the company on Monday Night Raw, correct? So if Mickie is back, she should really win this match. What do you think WWE RAW, Bruce Pritchard and Vince McMahon did? Mickie James, you guys think she's going to win tonight? We're going to have her lose by count out to Natalya tonight. You fans think you're smarter than us. You think Mickey's going to win tonight in a return match on Monday Night Raw tonight? Mickie loses to Natalya tonight via count out. I don't understand it. So let me get this straight. Raw Creative, they think it's smart to have Mickie James lose her first match back since she was injured a year ago? Why? Mickie James, a 6-time women's champion, a legend, a future Hall of Famer in WWE, and you have her lose out there by a countout to Natalya, of all people? You kidding? Nothing but illogical garbage on this show tonight. It doesn't surprise me. Why Mickie James came back to this brand, I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. This woman should be on SmackDown challenging Mickie James. Mickie James. This woman should be on SmackDown challenging Bayley at SummerSlam for the SmackDown Women's title. That's what she should be doing right now. Why did you put her on Raw? To lose to Natalya? You think that's better? You think putting her against Natalya and Lana is better than challenging Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship at SummerSlam? You think Natalya and Lana is better than that? Raw, I can't. Raw just makes me scratch my head. It does. It really does. I don't know. My God. All right. So Natalya wins by a count out. Now, after this match, Mickie James kicks Lana in the face. I don't care. I don't care. Next segment, Sasha and Bayley. Now, they say they've been so busy lately, but they are happy to finally get a night off at SummerSlam. Asuka is light work. then Shayna Baszler comes out. She interrupts Sasha and Bayley. And then Baszler says, whoever walks away with the Raw Women's title, she's got next and just coming after. Then Asuka walks in. She yells in Japanese. And that leads to Sasha and Bayley versus Asuka and Shayna. Now, during this match, Nia Jax comes out. Nia comes out. Now, she was suspended with no pay not long ago. Why is she appearing on this show? I guess she doesn't care about suspension. Another logic gap on this show. Then officials try to separate Nia Jax, and I don't care. I don't care. Now, Asuka and Shayna Baszler versus Sasha and Bayley. 2-on-2 tag team match on tonight's show. Why book this when you have Asuka versus Sasha and Asuka versus Bayley on Sunday at SummerSlam? You're giving away 2 of your matches from SummerSlam on tonight's show on TV for free. So why would I care about Asuka and Sasha versus Asuka and Bayley at SummerSlam if we're seeing it tonight? I don't understand it. I don't. Again, this is WWE, so nothing new here. Now, Asuka and Shayna win this match. Shayna gets the win for Asuka and Shayna's team when Shayna tapped Bayley out clean to the Kurafuda clutch. So that was that. And again, your champ and Bayley, the SmackDown Women's Champion, loses clean. Bayley, the SmackDown Women's Champion, loses clean to Shayna Baszler here tonight on Raw. Now, Shayna, the Tri-Brand Battle Royal on SmackDown last week on Friday on Fox. You watched the Battle Royal. Asuka winning made no sense. I was actually pulling for Tegan Nox. Shayna would have been a nice option too, but they went with Asuka, and I don't agree with that. You know, Shayna should have won the Battle Royal last week, to be honest, if it wasn't going to be Tegan Nox. Asuka winning made 0 sense. She's facing Sasha on Sunday. Why is she wrestling twice? And why is she wrestling Bayley at SummerSlam? I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense. Now, Shayna should be in the SmackDown Women's title match, not Asuka. Asuka's already booked against Sasha at SummerSlam, so I don't understand the logic with that. Yeah. So again, it's like you're giving 2 of your matches away for SummerSlam on tonight's show. So it's like, I guess you don't care about SummerSlam, huh, Raw? So, I don't know. Backstage, Shawn Michaels is out. Shawn Michaels was advertised for the show tonight as well. He tells Drew McIntyre that he has to stay focused on his SummerSlam match this Sunday against Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. Shawn also tells Drew to kick Orton's head off as well. Then he asks Drew McIntyre to give him his space when he goes out there tonight to face Randy Orton. So that was that. I liked the NXT cap that Shawn Michaels had. That was pretty cool. And Triple H, Shawn Michaels run NXT. So good to see Shawn Michaels with the NXT cap. And that's all I got to say about that. So let me know what you guys think about that. So I thought that was pretty cool. Then backstage, the Iconics, they're belittling Liv Morgan with Ruby Riott. I didn't care. The Iconics are get off my TV. I don't care. So this segment I could care less about. Then that leads to Ruby Riott with Liv Morgan versus Peyton Royce with Billie Kay of the Iconics. So before I get into this, Iconics are awful. They're bad. And I don't know. Oh, boy. So man, oh man. The Iconics. You know what I do when I see the Iconics on TV? I do this. I change the channel. Anything the Iconics do is bad. You know, I know some people say Peyton Royce is the better one and Billy Kay is the worst one, but the Iconics together are bad. They're just annoying. They're just horrible. Now, but that's just my opinion on that. That's my opinion. You know, the Iconics were good in NXT. Ever since they've hit the main roster a few years ago, they've digressed, or they've digressed so much. And I don't know what happened with that, but that's the case. That's the truth. And that's my take on that. So Peyton Royce versus Ruby Riott. What do you think happened here, folks? Do you think Ruby Riott won? Now, Peyton Royce won clean with the spinning brain buster that Peyton Royce has been doing lately. And Peyton Royce gets the 1, 2, 3. On it, Liv Morgan, man, but Liv Morgan has been portrayed as the loser lately, and now Ruby Riott has. Even though a few weeks ago Ruby Riott was starting to win again, now she's losing again. So it's like, I know they're trying to do this Riott Squad reunion, and they should really, my opinion, they should be the one of the teams that should take the women's tag titles off Sasha and Bayley. SummerSlam. So if that's the case, why is Ruby Riott losing to Peyton Royce clean tonight? I don't get that. And Ruby lost clean. The logic of this show, man. The logic of this show. You know, Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan deserve better. They do. So, Ruby Riott should have won here. Why Peyton Royce won? Horrible decision. And I read a report, Vince is high on Peyton Royce, and it looks like tonight was that case tonight. So, Ruby Riott versus Peyton Royce, I just didn't care either. I didn't care. If I told you I'd watch this match, I'd be lying to you. I didn't pay attention once to this match. That's how much I care about the Iconics. Backstage, Apollo Crews picks Mustafa Ali and Ricochet to be his tag team partners against the Hurt Business tonight. Crews says he knows Alexander's hurting from being put in the full Nelson earlier. He said he should rest up. And that was the backstage segment. So we got Apollo Crews and Ricochet and Mustafa Ali teaming up together to face the Hurt Business in the next matchup in a 6-man tag team elimination match. Again, I don't care. We've seen this same kind of sequence with nearly the same 6 guys a few weeks ago. Why would I care to see it again tonight? I don't care. Something fresh and new on the show, please. Then we get a thing with Raw Underground with Eric from the Viking Raiders against Dolph Ziggler. Yes, Dolph Ziggler on Raw Underground. And this Raw Underground's a failure. You know, this is what 3 weeks in? I know some people are saying, "Oh, I like Raw Underground. I'll give it a chance." Listen, you know, they did the same kind of thing back in the Attitude Era in the late 1990s during the Monday Night Wars. It wasn't that good back then. It's not going to be good now today in today's pro wrestling landscape. It's just, no matter what they try to do, no matter how hard they try, no matter what they do, try to make it at least somewhat good. It's never going to work. It's never going to get over. It's a terrible idea. It's a terrible idea. And that's just my opinion on that. I'm not going to like Raw Underground. That's just my opinion on that. And all, you know? So Eric versus Dolph Ziggler, Raw Underground match. Ziggler wins with the sleeper hold and then the eye rake and the sleeper. Eric loses clean. Again, like I said earlier, War Raiders are dead on Raw. Get them off Raw. Raw doesn't deserve them. You know, if there's a draft this October, which is rumored, get them off Raw. Get them on NXT or SmackDown. Just get them off of this show, please. That's all I ask. Because they're going absolutely nowheres on Raw. And not just the War Raiders, the Street Profits, too. So, let me know what you guys think about that. Now, next segment, Rey Mysterio and his son Dominic Mysterio. Now, before we get to that, let's look at the live chat. Let's look at the live chat here. Let's see. Cody talks about wrestling. Hey, dude, what's up? I've seen you are a new YouTuber. Welcome to those weird and argumentative community. Well, alrighty. Schwartz Center, you are a dweeb. Why are you sitting on the floor? Get a damn chair. I will work on that. I right now don't have a chair with me. I'm trying to get my own soon, hopefully to get that soon. So I will work on that. But thank you, though, for the criticism, and I appreciate that. So I will work on that. And I know with the criticism, I know you spelled chair wrong and you spelled it correctly. So thank you for the criticism on that. I will work on that. So I just got to get my own chair soon, which I will. So I just got to think of a time to do it. But I will get it. So not to worry. I think sitting on the floor makes him stand out from all the other reviews in the community. I'd say, yeah, but I also want to try and get a chair soon. So hopefully that's soon. So I'll look into it. And again, this is me just starting on YouTube, the YouTube channel here. So I think I'll get better, hopefully, once I get the hang of this. But the chair I will try and get soon. So not to worry on that. Let's see. Adam, again, what's up, bro? The fact that the WWE fired Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins, Heath Slater, and Deonna Purrazzo with the mass release on Black Wednesday, but they keep the iconic Dana Brooke and Jinder Mahal employed is beyond me. Why Jinder is employed still, I agree with you. Like, Jinder, the same guy who killed SmackDown in 2017, 3 years ago, why he's still there, I agree. He should be fired. Jinder should definitely be fired. Jinder should definitely be fired. Nothing but a failure. Nothing but a failure. The next in-ring segment, Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio, his son. So Dominic Mysterio's wrestling Seth Rollins in a street fight this Sunday at SummerSlam, which is going to be at the Amway Center in Orlando, Florida. So yes, Raw and SmackDown are officially out of the PC. They're going to have their tapings now at the Amway Center in Orlando. NXT is going to remain at Full Sail. So that is that. Rey Mysterio Rollins at Extreme Rules, the horror show. It would be pain, Rey Mysterio said. Rey also says that there is a chance that he may never fully recover what Rollins did to him at the horror show at Extreme Rules. There isn't a doctor on the planet that will stop him from protecting his son. Mysterio says he's going to be in Dominic's corner for Dominic versus Rollins for SummerSlam on Sunday. And Rey also said he's going to be in Dominic's corner to watch Rollins get his ass kicked. Dominic also tells his father that he'll be ready at SummerSlam. Rey also says that he is proud of his son, Dominic. Then Rollins and Murphy appear on the Tron. Rollins tells Mysterio that he didn't know he was such an idiot. Showing up here tonight was a mistake, Rollins also said. Rollins also claims that Mysterio only cares about himself. I know one guy that cares about only himself, Vince McMahon, with him writing this terrible show. Rollins also says that the Mysterio name and legacy will end up being the ultimate sacrifice. Rey also tells Seth to come to the ring and back up his words. Rollins then retorts that Mysterio has one eye and can't even stand up straight after Dominic was beat down from the candlestick shots from Murphy and Rollins a week ago on Raw. A brutal beating. Dominic took an absolute beating last week on Raw, man. Absolutely brutal last week with Dominic beat down on Raw last week, man. It's weird. Bronson also reminds Rey that he asked for this. Rollins and Murphy then walk down to the ring, and Rey and Dominic both duck out as Rollins and Murphy enter. And then as Rollins and Murphy focused on Ray, Dominic then pulls out not one, but two kendo sticks from underneath the ring. Then Dominic attacks Rollins and Murphy from behind with the kendo sticks. And then before Dominic and Ray can tie up Rollins to the ropes to hit him with the kendo sticks of what Rollins Murphy did to Dominic with the kendo stick shots on Raw last week. Then before they could do that, like with that last week, Murphy then pulls Rollins out of the ring and makes the save, and Rollins and Murphy walk back up the ramp and get out of Dodge. And that was the end of that segment. Really good segment. I'm looking forward to Rollins versus Dominic on Sunday and Dominic's in-ring debut. It should be good. So I'm liking their build so far. So Rollins, I know a lot of people don't like Seth, but can't deny he's a good worker and a good heel. And I'm liking what he's doing with Dominic lately and Joe. So I expect Dominic Mysterio to have a decent performance. Hopefully he performs well on Sunday. So hoping he does, but I'm liking the story lately, and hopefully they deliver. Hopefully Dominic proves that he can hang in there with someone like Seth Rollins, and I'm sure Dominic will do well, but hopefully Rollins and Dominic is a good match on Sunday. So one of the few matches I'm looking forward to on Sunday at SummerSlam outside of Orton McIntyre. Seth Rollins and Dominic Mysterio in the street fight should be some good stuff. So, and a good segment. So I'm looking forward to Rollins and Dominic on Sunday at the Amway Center in Orlando, Florida at SummerSlam. Backstage, MVP then tells Cedric Alexander that it's interesting that Apollo Crews didn't pick him for the six-man tag elimination match tonight. MVP then tells Cedric Alexander that the offer is still on the table for Cedric Alexander to join the Hurt Business. So Cedric joining the Hurt Business could be something interesting. I don't know what you guys think about that. You know, MVP is the better manager than a wrestler, but Cedric Alexander with the Hurt Business, it could be interesting. And I think Cedric, correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't Cedric Alexander a heel in Ring of Honor before? I'm not sure. But let me know if he was. But let me know what you guys think and your opinions on Cedric Alexander joining the Hurt Business down in the live chat in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think about that. Next up, another Raw Underground match with Arturo Rujas from NXT versus Riddick Moss. I didn't care. I didn't watch. I just don't care for Raw Underground, so I didn't care. Rujas lands a spin kick. Then Rujas then puts Moss in the rear naked choke. And then Moss leaps backward and crushes Rujas. Then Rujas puts Moss in the knee bar. Then Riddick Moss then rolls them both off the platform. Then Shane stops the fight. Again, who cares? I didn't care. Moving on. Elimination match: Apollo Crews, Mustafa Ali, and Ricochet versus the Hurt Business of MVP, Shelton Benjamin, and Bobby Lashley. Now, the first 90 seconds of this match, Mustafa Ali was eliminated in the first 90 seconds in this match. Clean. Mustafa Ali is buried. He is buried. And then afterwards, Ricochet was then pinned clean 60 seconds after Mustafa Ali was eliminated in this match. If you were to Mustafa Ali and Ricochet buried. If you don't think they're buried, you're kidding yourselves. And Mustafa Ali and Ricochet eliminated in a short amount of time. If you find no problem with this, you are the root of this issue. You are the reason why the main roster product is garbage. Mustafa Ali could be something big in this company, yet he's buried on Monday Night Raw. And he doesn't even get any offense on Lashley whatsoever in this match, man. The even worse part. This guy was going toe-to-toe with Daniel Bryan on SmackDown in late 2018, and he was on 205 Live killing over there as well. And you have him on Raw, losing clean in 90 seconds to Bobby Lashley. Unreal. And Ricochet, he was cool in NXT. Monday Night Raw, losing in 60 seconds to Bobby Lashley on Monday Night Raw. Unreal as well. Send Ricochet and Cedric Alexander back to NXT, or get them off of Raw. Just get them off of Raw. And the rest, Cruz then comes in. He surprises Benjamin with a toss power bomb, and Cruz then eliminates Benjamin. And then Cruz, and then the rest of the match, I just didn't care for this match. So Apollo Cruz wins when Lashley, so Cruz eliminates Benjamin. Then as Benjamin rolls out of the ring, Cedric then sneaks a roll-up to win the 24/7 title. Then after the break, MVP and Lashley are taking turns working over Apollo. MVP misses a big boot in the corner. Then Cruz hits MVP with the toss power bomb for the win. Then it's down to Lashley and Cruz. Lashley mauls Cruz. Cruz fires back with a few enziguris. Standing moonsault, also by Apollo Cruz. Lashley then powers out at 2. Then Cruz runs right into a spear from Lashley, and Lashley pins Apollo Cruz. 1, 2, 3. Again, we've seen this same kind of match a few weeks ago. I don't care to see it again. I don't care. I don't care. And Apollo Cruz is the next one to be buried too, by the way. He'll be right back in catering, believe me. Backstage, Shane McMahon is also talking to Shayna Baszler, but backstage with Shayna Baszler, Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir from NXT. So surprised to see them tonight, but it was with Raw Underground, so then I just stopped caring. But not Raw Underground. You know, Baszler with Duke and Shafir, they were good in NXT, but I don't expect them to be booked right on Raw. But Baszler with Duke and Shafir, you know, should be interesting, but I have no faith in Raw to book them right. I don't. 24/7 title match. Cedric Alexander defends against Akira Tozawa. Alexander wins clean with the lumbar check. Then afterwards, Shelton immediately storms in the ring, hits the pay dirt on Cedric Alexander. Shelton Benjamin wins the 24/7 title back. So this 24/7 title needs to be abolished. It's a worthless title. It's an absolute worthless title. So again, nothing here. Nothing here. Raw Underground. Marina Shafir up against Brandy. Shafir pounces on Brandy. Shafir tosses Brandy around in the ring. Shafir then submits Brandy with some kind of leg bar and arm bar combination. Look nasty. Then Nia Jax comes out and attacks Shafir from behind. Then she attacks Jessamine Duke. Then Shayna gets in there on Raw Underground with Nia Jax. Then Nia just walks away. Shayna, if we're getting Shayna versus Nia at SummerSlam, please spare me. I don't want to see that. That's not needed on SummerSlam, and it belongs nowhere near SummerSlam. Belongs nowhere near SummerSlam. Montez Ford with Angelo Dawkins at ringside going one-on-one with Andrade, with Zelina Vega, and Angel Garza. Now, before we get into this match, Montez Ford was poisoned a few weeks ago. Then tonight on Raw, he comes out dancing like nothing ever happened. So, he was poisoned a few weeks ago, and he's dancing like nothing happened tonight. Again, big logic gap on this show. Logic gap after logic gap. It's like a running theme with this show, but What do you expect? It's Monday Night Raw. Now, the match. Montez Ford is all business here. He drop kicks Andrade right in the face. Then that causes Andrade to fall out of the ring. Then Ford lands a hard dive over the rope. Then Ford goes up to the top rope, but Andrade cuts him off. And he connects with a superplex. Side headlock from Andrade as well. Then Ford fires up and lands 2 clotheslines followed by a standing moonsault for a near fall. Then Andrade tries to go up top, but Ford leaps up and takes Andrade off the top with a Rana. So that was that. Ford then goes up top. Vega hops up on the apron. Bianca then runs down and hits like a World's Strongest Slam on Vega outside the ring. Then this strikes Andrade. Made him look like a fool out there. Then Ford hits a schoolboy on Andrade, a roll up on Andrade for the win. 1, 2, 3. Montez Ford wins. Nothing much. Nothing really special here. Nothing really special here at all. Now, in-ring segment. Shawn Michaels, and this closed the show, by the way. Now, before we get into the last segment of this show, let's look at video chat again. See any other comments? Any other comments on this show? Adam Al-Baghdadi. What's up? Cedric Alexander turning heel and joining the Hurt Business would help them if booked correctly. I agree. Richard O'Shea Ricochet. That's because that's Ricochet's name on the main roster. Mustafa Ali need to go to NXT or join AEW and be treated with respect. 100% agree, bro. 100% agree. Get them in AEW, put them in NXT, or put them on SmackDown, but just get them off of this show, Monday Night Raw. It's the way they're being booked on Raw is it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And it's so sad to see how far they've fallen with them on Raw. And it's sad. It's really, really sad. Now, before we get out of here, this was the main event of this show. It was an in-ring segment with Shawn Michaels. He was calling out Randy Orton on this show. So Monday Night Raw, desperate for them ratings, man. They need Shawn Michaels to main event this show just to pop a rating, because Raw's ratings are below 1.5 million viewer ratings, and they need Shawn to boost the cheap rating. It's pathetic. It shows Raw that it just goes to show that Raw's just desperate right now for ratings, and bringing Shawn in is not bringing legends like Shawn into Raw to boost ratings. It's a temporary fix. It's not long term. It doesn't help with the issue with the Raw ratings. It doesn't. It just doesn't. Now, Shawn said that he watched Ric Flair with a tear in his eye a week ago. Flair recounted the 31 days he spent in intensive care. Shawn reminds everyone that none of them will be there without the contributions Flair has made to this business. Orton didn't appreciate the fact that he had the greatest of all time mentoring him for over a decade. Shawn also says that he doesn't know how it's going to happen, but Orton will either meet his end at the end of Sweet Chin Music or a Claymore. Either way, Orton will see it coming. Orton then appears, he shows up, his music hits, and he comes out to confront Shawn, and he RKO's Shawn, then afterwards immediately hits Shawn with the punt kick. Then McIntyre runs down to the ring, As McIntyre checks on Shawn Michaels, Orton then tries to attack Drew from behind, but McIntyre tosses Orton all over outside the ring, or outside the arena. Orton just throws him right into, or McIntyre just throws Orton right into the plexiglass multiple times, beating the crap out of him. Then McIntyre afterwards rolls back in the ring to check on Shawn yet again. And then Orton, like the snake that he is, like the viper that he is, he slithers right back in the ring. And then in the ring, hits Drew McIntyre, RKO. Orton's music goes off, and that is the end of Monday Night Raw, August 17th, 2020. This show accomplished 0 tonight. This was their go-home show for SummerSlam, and I'm not excited for SummerSlam, the Raw side of things, outside of Dominic Mysterio versus Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. And those two things were the only good things on this show tonight. The rest, not even worth being on this show, just a waste of time. And we didn't even get much wrestling on this show tonight. We got what, 30 to 40 minutes of wrestling on a 3-hour show? Come on, man, you can do so much better than that. Put me in charge of Raw Creative. I can book your show way better than the way you're booking it right now. That's how bad Monday Night Raw is right now. This show was awful. This show was awful outside of a few things tonight. And 2 good segments out of what? 14, 16? 2 out of 14 or 16 doesn't make a good show. Show was awful tonight. And like I said, tonight their go-home show. Are you excited for SummerSlam? For the Raw side of things on Sunday? I'm not. I'm not at all. I'm not at all excited whatsoever. And SummerSlam's their second biggest show of the year, with the number 1 show of the year being WrestleMania. You'd figured they put an effort with the show tonight. They didn't. Raw was just plain lazy tonight. It's like they didn't even care. It's like they didn't even try to put in an effort tonight, and it showed. It absolutely showed. Absolutely showed tonight. And just because Raw and SmackDown are moving to the Amway Center in Orlando, Florida, starting this Friday night on SmackDown on Fox, doesn't mean creative's going to be better. It's still going to be the same old crap. It's going to be the same old shit, boring garbage. Guarantee it. It's going to be that bad, as always, especially with Raw. So I expect nothing different with Raw and SmackDown at the Amway Center starting this Friday on SmackDown. So, like I said, Raw, it was a thumbs down. Nothing good tonight, outside of a few segments. Let me know what you guys think of Raw tonight. You thought it was good? You thought it sucked? I thought it sucked. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Now, before we get the hell out of here, we're going to read the live chat comment section one more time. Let's see. Adam. Just call me only Adam if you can't spell my last name correctly. Okay. All right. Not a problem at all, Adam. So, alrighty. Not a problem at all. This show, also from Adam, this show was an absolute nightmare. I agree. And the go-home show, it's like, just no effort with the show tonight. No effort with the show whatsoever tonight from Raw Creative, man. Show was terrible. Show was absolutely awful tonight. SummerSlam, the lamest / shittiest party of the summer. The real SummerSlam is NXT TakeOver 30 and AEW All Out. Could not agree more with you, Adam. I can't wait for TakeOver 30 and AEW All Out. Those are the real SummerSlams. Those are the real SummerSlams. Not this Sunday. Not this Sunday at all. So, I totally agree with you, Adam. I agree with you 1,000% on that. Absolutely. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this Raw review tonight. I'm going to get out of here. Hope you guys... Hopefully you thought this review was good. Hope you guys had a good time tonight with the chat. I thought it was a good time. I thought it was great talking with you guys. Thought it was pretty good going over the show tonight, ripping it to shreds and all. It's great to hang out with all of you guys, and all in all, I thought this was pretty darn good. So, yeah. So, I'm gonna get out of here right now. So, I thought this was pretty good. Again, terrible Raw tonight. So I give Raw double thumbs down. So Raw tonight was bad. I'm gonna get out of here right now. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at FioreNeck579 on Twitter. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Nicholas Fiore 2014. Also add me. You can also add me as a friend on Facebook too. Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button to my YouTube channel. And also remember to hit that bell for all the notifications for videos coming from this YouTube channel. And I will see you all for NXT review for Wednesday. Now, Wednesday for the NXT review, we're going to do an NXT review live, and we're going to do NXT TakeOver 30 preview and prediction. So look out for that for this Wednesday night. I'll be watching NXT, and I'll be doing a live review here on the channel afterwards. So look out for that. And looking forward to seeing you guys on Wednesday for NXT and for NXT TakeOver 30 preview and predictions video. So should be a very good one. I'm looking forward to doing that with you guys. So should be a real good one. So should be a good one, and looking forward to that, and can't wait to do that for Wednesday. And I'll see all of you guys on Wednesday. So have a good night, and I'll see you all for Wednesday for NXT and for NXT TakeOver 30 preview and predictions. Talk to you guys later. Have a good night.